is heated. And second, a warming Earth melts mountain glaciers and continental ice shelves. The combination is a 1-2 punch for coastal communities, both natural and man-made. Because of sea level rise, violent storms like hurricanes and cyclones will become even more destructive. By the end of this century, storm waves could be 40% higher, causing massive erosion, destroying coastal homes, businesses, and infrastructure. Islands and coastlines all over the world are threatened. Until a few hundred years ago, plants, animals, and people in many coastal areas found new places to live when the water got too high. Today, things are not so simple. Many of the largest cities in the world are built along coasts. More than half the people on Earth live near the ocean. Vast sums of money have been spent on coastal infrastructure. Seaports, airports, power plants, treatment plants, bridges, highways, railroads, all are at risk. California must prepare for increased flooding and erosion. By 2100, we could face sea level rise of 5 feet or even more. In Southern California, Alan Foers is sounding the alarm by putting up measuring sticks all along the coastline in Ventura.
We're going to be affected by sea level rise right here where we're standing, and it's not just some abstract scientific thing that'll happen way in the future, but it's happening now and it's happening to our community.
San Francisco, one of our most vulnerable and beloved American cities, could face catastrophic flooding. One visionary proposal is to build a new system of levees called folding water that could protect parts of the Bay Area estuary.
Folding water is a dynamic ventilated levee. Its concept is to maintain the estuary as we know it.
Barriers are a partial solution, but they won't work everywhere. For some communities, relocation is the only choice. In Alaska, the entire village of Shishmaref is planning to move inland.
That's why they have to move our houses. If they never move these houses, they would be in the water already. We would be homeless.
Around the world, coastal cultures thousands of years old could soon be lost beneath the sea. The Maldives is a nation of islands. If sea level rises 5 feet, most of the country will be underwater. To drive that point home, that's exactly where the cabinet held a meeting.
This is a challenging situation, and we want to see that everyone else is also occupying as much as we are, and would like to see that people actually do something about it.
Around the world, regions shaped by river deltas are especially at risk. Bangladesh is on the front lines. By the next century, 26 million of her people could be displaced. Some protection could come from natural barriers, like salt marshes and mangroves. Throughout Southeast Asia, villagers are replanting mangroves as the first line of defense.
We're all doing this to save the Sundarbans. We do participate because without forest, we cannot survive.
In Europe, low-lying countries face the same dilemma. A full third of the Netherlands is below sea level. For hundreds of years, the Dutch have battled the sea, but the old solutions are no match for today's challenges.
We have learned in the end not only fighting against the water, but also living with water.
Looking beyond houseboats, some Dutch visionaries imagine entire floating neighborhoods, even floating skyscrapers. The evidence is overwhelming. Sea level is rising. The future demands that we think and act differently. To cope with the changes will require creativity, innovation, flexibility, optimism, commitment.